Now we know that God don't hear sinners. But if any man be a worshiper of God and do his will, him he will hear. So that's strong right there. We need to understand that right there. When we be getting down on our knees praying, or praying while we driving, or praying in our head, whatever we might think we doing, it says, now we know that God don't hear sinners. God not going to start to hear your prayer until you start to separate yourself from your stronghold, from your addiction, from whatever it is that you putting in front of God. It says, God don't hear you. Now we know that God hear not sinners, but if any man be a worshiper of God, if any man be a worshiper of God and do his will, him he will hear. God don't hear the prayers of sinners. If we can, not saying everybody a sinner, but everybody not practicing sin. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? When you walk in the spirit, you are not under the law. Meaning that the law, if it would have been a law that could bring life, then it wouldn't have been no need for a change in the law. Only Christ brings life, and we're under the law of Christ, not the old law of Moses. They separated it tons of times in the Bible. It's two different laws. We under the law of Christ. It explains that in Galatians chapter 6 at verse 2. It say bear one another's burdens, and in doing so you will fulfill the law of Christ. Then the next scripture is Galatians chapter 6:3. It say, if any man think of himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceives himself. We get a nice looking earth suit. We look in the mirror. A couple people then called us handsome. You know what I'm saying? A couple people be looking up to us. All of a sudden we puffed up. But it says that pride comes before destruction. When you proud and you got your head up in the air, your guard's down, because you can't pay attention to all your surroundings because your head up in the air. You puffed up, you know. It say, now we know that God don't hear sinners, but if any man be a worshiper of God and do his will, him